The new Cubs spring training facility in Mesa cost around $100 million to construct and was built by Hunt Construction as the general contractor. I collected data on this site from October 9th to October 15th. The average tradesman direct work was completed at a rate of 45.4%. The factor productivity for the concrete sidewalk cyclical activity was 0.63 cubic yards per $100. The labor productivity for the sidewalk was 3.5 man-hours per cubic yard. There were 37 potential safety hazards. The site was located north of Rio Salado Parkway and east of the Loop 101 freeway. Hunt Construction started this commercial facility in March 2012 and was expected to finish by November 2013. The head superintendent was Roger Vincent and the project manager was Scott Owens. According to one of the project engineers from Hunt, this construction site had no apparent special characteristics. A total of 648 observations were taken over the 5 days at random times involving multiple trades. The types of activity by tradesmen undertaken at the project site between the last week of September and middle November were HVAC, concrete, steel, masonry, painting, landscaping, and wiring. The estimated daily average number of craft workers present at the site during the same time period was 650 workers. After all of my observations, it was noted that 45.4% was direct work, 35.5% was support, and 19.1% was delays. If you look at the pie chart, there's approximately 10% for waiting, 10% for personal, 8% for materials, 11% for tools, 9% for traveling, 7% for prep, and 45% for direct work. The activity chosen for the activity improvement was a continuous portion of placing concrete that was cyclical. The crew consisted of 4 people, 1 machine operator, 2 laborers, and 1 foreman. From time to time, a site superintendent would observe the activity. This particular sidewalk was 5 feet wide, 6 inches thick, and 50 feet long. One cycle took 10 minutes, as shown in the table. After the machine operator filled up the bucket with concrete, he would transport it over to the forms, dump it, and then the laborers would spread the mix. The effective percentage was 37.5. There were 6 hard hat violations, 7 no glasses violations, 3 no boot violations, 19 no vest violations, and only 1 fall protection violation. After balancing the crew, I determined that the foreman was not necessary since he only assisted the pour for about 1 minute each cycle. Rather than have him stand there 90% of the time, one of the laborers should walk over and help assist the pour and then just walk back and start spreading the concrete. Honestly, I believe the workers just didn't want to have to walk back and forth the 100 feet distance between where the concrete truck was parked and the forms, which makes it easier on them but also decreases productivity. The laborers could switch who travels back to the truck each cycle so they wouldn't get as tired. By delegating one worker's task to another worker who was idle during this time, the crew balance technique theoretically would increase the effective work by 9.2% on this activity. Although this doesn't seem like a lot for one cycle, when the total work is added up, it can save hundreds of dollars per day. Out of the 648 observations, 294 of them were direct work, 45 was prep, 60 was traveling, 71 was tools, 54 was materials, 63 was personal, and 61 were of waiting. To find the direct work rate, you take the direct work observations divided by the total observations. This gave us 45.4% direct work rate. The factor productivity, or the physical output divided by all the hard costs, was 0.63 cubic yards per $100. The labor productivity, or the man hours divided by the physical output, was 3.45 man hours per cubic yard. Also, there was 37 safety violations over the 5 days. I believe the supervisors on the site could have motivated the workers to have a better sense of urgency and move with a purpose. If that doesn't work, they can try paying by square foot rather than hourly wages. Overall, there were no major violations. This project was built at an average productivity level, but there was a lot of room for improvement. There could have been more profit, and the schedule could have been quicker. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. And thank you. Have a great Thanksgiving.